Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Drone Talk. Now you do know that at the beginning of every episode of Drone Talk, I'm supposed to show you something really cool, and Mike Lewis reminded me that I did not do that in episode number 7. So this is episode number 8. Let me show you something really cool. Look what's happening outdoors. It's Snowmageddon in spring. Check this out. I woke up this morning, looked outside, was planning on going out to fly some drones, do some RC cars, and this is what is falling from the sky. So I'm indoors here doing Drone Talk episode 8. Here we go. I'm going to show you, some of the cool things about having a YouTube channel, the good, and I'm going to show you the bad, where the scum of the earth make their way into my channel and just mess everything up. So let's start with the good. So here we go. The good is when I'm contacted by people who would like to use footage from one of my videos in a project that they're doing for good. So mostly I get a lot of requests from university students who are doing some type of project in some field of study and they need some B-roll video footage. So they contact me and I do agree to let them copy it off of YouTube. And they give credit to Captain Drone in their footage, in their theses, whatever they're doing. It's pretty cool. So I find that kind of rewarding. Next, I get contacted by realtors. Seems a lot of realtors like drone footage. So realtors in my city of Ottawa will contact me and they would like to use the footage on their website, and I allow them to do that. I do not run a business. I do not go out and film the houses, but I let them use the footage as long as they give me credit. Look at their websites and the credit is there. So life is good there. And that is the same for local businesses in Ottawa. I don't mind supporting local businesses. They can use my footage, aerial footage that is, as long as they check with me and give me credit. That's perfectly fine. Now you're going to love this one. Sometimes I get contacted by big companies. So the PBS show Nova. I was contacted about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago from a company from England that wanted to use some of my footage on covered bridges. I had taken some video of covered bridges that were in my area. And they sent me an agreement that had the criteria, how they would use the footage, and basically a release form. I signed it. They could only use it for a certain purpose. It did end up in the Nova program episode, very short, maybe 2 seconds worth. I sent them probably about 10 minutes of video and they used 2 seconds. But either case, I was there. And finally, I was contacted by a local Ottawa graphic artist who used some of my Ottawa video footage and turned it into animation. You can see it. I'm showing it here as I'm talking. So basically, he used footage of me just flying around Ottawa and turned it into some really cool animation for a music video. I'll put a link to that below. You can check it out. And now let's get right into the bad, the scum of the earth. Well, they're probably not the scum. There's probably worse scum. But these guys here are just, get out and get a job and do something on your own, work for a living. So the first one is one I've already covered. People will copy my footage and put it back on YouTube and claim it as theirs. And that is a problem. If they copy the footage and they repost it on YouTube, YouTube lets me know that someone has done that, and I will get a copyright violation notice immediately. Now, there's a reason I have Captain Drone stickers on a lot of the stuff that I do. The reason I put stickers is because of copyright. So, when people go and use segments of my video in their video, sometimes they just claim it back to YouTube that it's theirs. But if it has a freaking Captain Drone sticker on it, it's kind of hard to say it's theirs, right? Now, the next scum of the earth people are the ones who take segments of my YouTube videos. You can just copy my videos right off YouTube with a screen capture, and then they place it in another video, which is an ad to sell a drone. And when you watch the videos of their ad, you might see segments of me actually standing there flying the drone. But the drone you see in the end is like a $2 drone that they're selling for $100. And a lot of people get taken in by that scam, and segments of my video unfortunately end up in those ads. So the takeaway is Captain Drone, me, Steve, I do not do ads. You'll never see me in an ad outside of YouTube promoting a drone. If you do, it's fake. It's a scam. Run away as fast as you can. And finally, the last scum of the earth that I've seen misusing the Captain Drone name are people who will actually send an email to somebody. Could be you, it could be to a social media, it could be to a business, and they pretend to be me. So what they do is, if you look at my email address, which is in the About section of my YouTube channel, all they do is change one letter or number in the email address your brain will not clue in and you will think it is the correct email address. So Captain Drone 798, they might go Captain Drone 897. There's even people out there, scums, that will write to manufacturers and say, hey, check out my YouTube channel. I would love to review your product. Please send me one of your items. And then the companies write to me later and say, hey, when are you going to review the product? And I'm like, what product? Here, let me show you an example. This is a common one. This is one I received today. So here's a guy, and here's his name right here. This guy's a doofus because, you know, he scammed the company and the company wrote to me and he put his shipping address. So if this guy is for real, if that's really where he lives, well, I've just displayed his address, but I'm going to guess a lot of that stuff is possibly fake. It was probably just some drop-off spot. He got the material and then ran off someplace else. These scams happen all the time, so be very, very, very suspectful. A bank will pretend to be your bank. A credit card company will pretend to be your credit card company. And the easiest trick is always to change one letter of the email address, and most people will not have a clue. So as you can see, being on YouTube's been an education for me, and I hope this video has been an education for you, because watch out, there's scams everywhere. Too many scammy, scummy people on this planet, and the only way to remove them is to reveal them. So whenever I get names of people who are scamming, or websites or businesses scamming my stuff in the future, I'm just going to start revealing them on this channel, and hopefully that will educate more people to stay away from these boneheads. All right, so looking outside right now, it looks like the snow has stopped and it's been replaced by wet, cold, freezing rain. Yeah, it's not so great outside. And with that, I say thank you for watching episode number 8 of Drone Talk. If you are a YouTuber or you know of scams going on in the world with drones and all this other great stuff, then yeah, by all means, post comments below. And if we all work together, we can get rid of these scum of the earth people pretty darn quick and expose them. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I will catch you in a future video. Take care.